Mm-hmm.
And we're live. Thank you all for joining us for what promises to be a very painful session for the party. Before we jump into things, I want to say two things. One, this may be the end of the party. This also may be the end of this present story arc. And thank you, Megan, for all your efforts in bringing my creatures to life.
Yes, thank you, Megan.
We mean it with all the love in the world. Before again we jump into things, quickly go around the room and everyone can tell you who they are and who they are playing. So take it away, Kat.
Hi, I am Kat. I'm playing RaQui MriTtyur, the Aarakocra Bard.
Pick anyone.
Ash, over to you.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm playing Olo Proudburrow, the Lightfoot halfling rogue who might run away. Over to you, Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I am playing Will Soul. I am Fire Genasi, a cleric who specializes in cooking food, amongst other things. Over to you, Nate.
Hi, I'm Nate. I'm playing Errol Remanash, the Craggling fighter, who is going to try to keep the party safe.
Try is the operating word. Last time, it was the big scientific session where RaQui and her team and the party contributed in trying to find a vaccine, a test, a way to combat the current combination of science and magic. Has been a sultry reverend something of a biological curse with a spectacular roll, and a spectacular natural 20. They found every possible cure imaginable. They even found the cure for the common cold on the process, and started delivering it to some people, starting with Temet, one of the researchers at Trident, who said, you know, the best way to test this is I'll inject myself with the curse, and then you can cure me. And cure him they did. After which they met with the members of the Auction Accord to report on the good news and start the production of the vaccine, with Olo's quite good suggestion of weaponizing it into darts or some other form of, means of delivery. Because in some of the cases, as these creatures transform, close up and personal might not be the safest thing. An emergency rang out and the party scrambled along with the Auction Accord to a local building that serves as something of a pocket dimension prison, where some of the more dangerous offenders that have crossed the path of the Seekers and even those who have committed crimes within the city are kept. Something was destroying the place and eating everything. Though the suspicion is that it's the two chrysalids that had formed, the two cocoons that had formed around two of the individuals incarcerated within, the assassin that had tried to kill the captain of Reverend Day and their accomplice. Along the way, it had been reported that the two cocoons had melded together into a single cocoon. And that cell block was separated from the rest of that prison facility. Almost like shuffled away into the depths of that pocket plane. But something must have happened because what was looking just like a gigantic maw was just eating up every floor. The party scrambled, did their best, and helped many of the prisoners escape. As they reached the surface, they saw that this strange, billowing mass was rising from the bottom of this building, threatening to break into the city proper. we find ourselves in that specific moment as Mother Ash and the other members of the Accord are casting spells on the area, stuff like Wall of Force and other such containment spells to hold this thing at bay while they try to figure out, and also while they get all the prisoners sorted and some of the responders, much like yourselves and Roderick, and even your team, RaQui, to get time to produce the vaccines in time and have a rest, because you have all expended resources, and whatever this is, it's likely to be a problem that you will all have to deal with. We are all given a moment of rest. Mother Ash is still busy, but Garen, the Tabaxi monk, comes to you and says, well, we are still taking stock of the situation. Some of the folk in the city are taking care of organizing everything. I need you all to, go have a rest. This is likely not the end. I suspect we'll need your help before long, and Doctor, someone has to coordinate with your team, and I would rather have you at 100%. Basically, you've been given the ability to go back to your rooms and have a full, a long rest, prepare anything you want, buy anything you want. So now's the time to tell me, what do you wish to do with the next 10 hours? Don't everybody jump in at once.
I was just going to say that. It feels very strange to be walking away from this giant thing.
It's being contained, and seems that the containment is holding for now. It's just that as you saw, there were still a lot of prisoners outside, a lot of people confused, a lot of people hurt, and it's just a matter of, let's get everyone organized and out of here while we contain this. And if it turns out that we can't, we'll call people back in an organized manner. It's more like, go away, get some rest, get ready, we'll need you. In the meantime, they have other people just organizing things. But it's up to you.
I suggest that if people have anything, Errol just turns to the group. All right, we should rest, because I have a feeling that's not going to hold forever as well. Does anybody have concerns considering our last combat against these sorts of creatures? Should we think about getting armor, new weaponry, anything for your weavers?
I am buying a new module for my weaver. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, what are you getting?
I am getting buckler.
Nice.
Shield.
Because I need it.
So for those wondering, buckler is a small module that creates a lightweight magical shield. It is essentially the buckler shield from 3.5. It does not interfere with the hand or casting. It's just attached to the wrist and provides a +1 bonus to armor class. It's a teensy tiny little shield. And it requires just light. Actually, I think this thing bypasses proficiencies. But if it requires anyone, it's light. Hey, anything else?
I don't know if there's any armor available that is better than what I already have. I will go with RaQui and have a look around.
We can look. I can tell you from the armor that we have in our little spreadsheet. I can tell you what's available.
I think I have the
You have the stab.
Carol's already wearing.
You have what? The stab vest?
Oh, I got the what is it called?
Tactical vest?
Sheet. Infantry. Plate carrier.
Right. So you have okay. Yeah, you really have a heavy armor. You're not gonna get anything better than that. Sentinel armor is top of the line military or like corporate backing kind of thing. This is the kind of thing you need a sponsor for.
Yeah, I've got that and a shield, so my AC is 18, and I've got my crest module, so I'm at 20 at the minute. So
yeah, you're not gonna get a better armor right now. Anyone getting, for example, Olo, you like using your guns? Are you getting any different crystals for it, or just staying to standard?
I am actually definitely buying some different crystals. I am looking at getting 2 of the burning and 2 of the freezing at alpha level.
Nice.
Ooh.
I will tell you, because I have to be fair, here you won't find the alpha level, you find the beta level.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a little less damage.
Yeah, I'll get 2 of each of those.
Okay. Perfect. Anyone else want to do anything? Is Will getting a giant spoon and just sharpening the edges?
No, I was thinking about getting a spatula instead.
Nice. I approve. With a serrated edge.
Yes. I'm not sure if there's anything that can kind of help with mana wise, because about all I've got really.
This is not yet on our spreadsheet, but for 300 heals or credits, as you would have here, you can get a mana potion.
Oh, yes.
Restores 3d4 plus 4 mana.
Oh, okay then. Yes, that would be actually really useful and helpful.
How many do you want?
3d4 so if we say maybe like 5 of them.
Okay, so you have 1,500 credits. I think you do.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you pay up and you get essentially almost like you get like a little 6-pack.
Hey,
it is a refreshing drink. It's literally a can.
If they're available, I will also pick some up. But I'm also going to pick up a refill on my first aid module as well.
Awesome.
But I'm only going to take 4 of those.
Okay, that's 1,200.
So you said it was 44.
3d4 plus 4.
Plus 3d4 plus 4. 4. I have 5 of those. That will be helpful.
For the same amount, you can also get health drinks. Heal the same in HP, and it's literally a Coke.
Actually, maybe I should take a couple of those just in case I can't.
Always good to have some pots. Because they're no longer potions, they're just health drinks. They have all the advertisement for this is for your liquid cleanse.
Yeah.
Just smoothies and drinks and stuff.
I must cleanse my body and cleanse my bowels. No, yeah, I'll take. I'll take some of those.
Okay. How many? A couple?
Let's say 4 of those, just because.
Okay, that's another 1,200 on top.
And that's fine.
Awesome. Yeah, let's get you spending.
No, I hate shopping. I hate it.
Get you shopping. Okay.
No.
Anyone else want to do anything? Anyone picking up some sprites? Some, some Fantas for healing.
I mean,
How much does the healing potion work, by the way?
Same thing.
How much?
3d4 plus 4 for this model.
3d4 plus 4. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Which, by the way, is the basic one you'll find in this setting. The least powerful.
I might grab some healing potions. 3d4 plus 4, right?
Yeah.
That's what you just said.
Or 300 credit.
Add them to my sheet.
Anyone else? Going once?
I will also be buying 4 of the healing drink.
Okay.
How much were they? Sorry.
300.
Yeah, I'm going to take 4 as well.
You already. Oh yeah. Okay. You're just all the for an extra 200 on top. They'll give you the little hat with straws if you want them.
We're just cleaning this person out of their healing stuff.
You're gonna show up with bandoliers of coke. It's like the character from The Simpsons with the bandolier of Duff beer.
3d4 plus 4 healing, 300 gold. I mean,
And to spend some.
I'm gonna take 3.
For the record, Kat, I don't know if you read it. The crest module, you can get it now, even if you don't have armor. It just costs a bit more FP than normal. It's cheaper if you have a physical armor, but you can grab it just to give yourself AC, period.
I'm totally getting that as well.
Make sure that your totals match.
Got space in your weaver. Yeah.
And I think this one is for the people who have got this. I've joined up the +1 damage and +1 attack rolls modules together. It's just a single one, much like a +1 magical bonus in a weapon. There's just a single one, and you can get it. You can get it just to work, but it's cheaper if it's on a weapon. If you have a weapon to attach to. And lastly, yeah, I think that's all.
Can I just confirm? So with the crest module, I'm guessing the numbers in brackets because are going to be the higher filament power for me.
Yeah. So if I go quickly to the modules, it's the notes. Is it? Without worn armor has increased cost. Yeah, the brackets is the increased cost. So yeah.
Does that work with? It does work with my Palisade, yeah.
Yes, it will work with even without the Palisade on. It's a flat bonus. That's why it costs more.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Same with the Edge module, which now does both attack and damage.
Debate buying the. I won't buy it because we're here and we're shopping. I don't know if I'm going to add it to my setup just yet. I'm going to buy the Spark brand.
Okay. For the record, that don't worry. In the future, I am planning adding something to our overlay where I can switch, to show the different modules and what they mean. But for now, Spark brand is just lightning damage on your weapon. Because none of them actually have names, like say D&D names. They have brand names and product names, and that's the name they have on the market. In other words, they're in-universe names. Yes, I am that nerdy about this crap. I am going to assume that that is the end of your shopping. Hey, do you retire to your humble abode for some rest? I am going to.
Yeah, I'm 100% going to sleep. I am not going to watch any videos or anything.
I was going to ask that. Hey, everybody just heading off to sleep. No one doing anything else? Going once?
I might cook us like a really nice meal beforehand, like a last supper sort of thing.
That's kind of grim, but okay.
For no reason at all.
Okay, I'm gonna have you make a not performance check. It's gonna be a cooking utensil, like a cooking check. Is gonna be your intelligence or dex and proficiency.
Yep.
Depending on how much you roll, I may give you something. You want to roll high. If you roll a 20 or higher, there's gonna be a benefit.
Yeah. Sorry, my internet's really lagging. Dex intelligence, did you say?
Dex or intelligence and your proficiency.
Dex or intelligence and proficiency. Okay. 17.
17. It is a hearty meal. It is delicious. It is not, though, epic enough to provide a mechanical benefit. There is a +3 that would get you there, but I'm just wondering if you want to use it now.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
Someone's probably going to refill it anyway.
Oh,
you're hopeful.
And that reminds me. That actually reminds me of something. For everyone watching, right as of today, we're also using a new loyalty system, with the Streamlabs like CloudBot loyalty system. So if you can see it on the channels, you can just press exclamation point redeem and then the name of the bonus. It's in the channel panels, and you can get the same thing, +1s, +2s, rerolls, same costs, and you're earning, as of right now, I think I set it to give everybody a starting payout of 500 just to give people fun things. I'm at it now that there are actual viewers. Oh, there's been a 500 payout to everybody, so you can use that one that is exclamation point redeem, and you'll see the full commands are there on the channel panels, so you can use those. And yeah, the plan is, I'll say it again, the plan is to start using those. And I need to, stream elements is being annoying. Ignore that one. I got too many chatbots involved in this. Still working on it. The plan is eventually we're going to be starting to dual stream Twitch and YouTube soon. So I wanted to have a centralized loyalty system that can work on it. Let me just disable stream elements for now and just remove it from the mod. Screw it. I'll is there anything else you guys want to do?
me.
No.
Clean up the dishes. That's it.
Can't find the thing. Whatever. Get of it later. During our break. Sorry about that. For now, it's going to continue to annoy you. Okay, let me. Oh, you all head off to sleep and take a rest, having had a good meal. It is, you get your full rest, full 8 hours sleep. Because none of you are elves, so you actually do sleep. I need immediately for you all to tell me your passive perception.
19.
Good. And I'm gonna guess. Okay.
17.
17. Good. And for Olo?
10.
10. Okay.
Oh, damn, I've got a higher number.
Okay. So RaQui and Will, you give me a dexterity saving throw with advantage. Olo and Errol will give me the same saving throw with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, my strong point.
Awesome. I rolled a natural 20 with making it a 22.
Nice. For the dexterity saving throw. Wonderful. I'll respect that natural 20. Don't worry.
Also a 22, but not a natural 20.
Awesome. What about the other two? The sleepyhead.
I got 17.
Hey, so starting that way, right?
Did roll a 17, but disadvantage.
With your natural 20, Will, you take no damage. RaQui and Olo, you will take half damage. Errol will take full damage. You hear it before you feel it. For both Will and RaQui, you hear a groan. Something, and there's a crash in the distance that wakes you up immediately. And you look out the window and just see it like a shadow moving towards your building. And RaQui, you immediately duck, just stand, run, and just duck for cover. Will you do some, straight up Matrix shit and just use your hair as cushion along the way? Although you get at the last second, but you're trained for this, so you move swiftly out of the way, not fully out of the way, similar to RaQui. And Errol, you were snoring when a massive something, it is almost a tendril, a giant rope, it looks like a fucking tunnel or a train. It's long and it's essentially the size of a couple of floors of your building. Strikes the building and just tears the top off. And you are all rocked. There's debris falling, and RaQui and Olo, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Errol, you take 20. You are standing now what is an open area. Like your home, the top of it has been removed. And you are just looking at the sky, covered in rocks, pulling things around. There are screams in the distance. There's the sound of explosions of that, and you almost feel electricity in the air when magic is being cast in tremendous amounts. You're all picking yourselves up. What are you all doing?
Errol rushes to make sure everybody else is okay and not buried under rubble.
Yeah, we should probably head towards the screaming.
Probably run away from it, but okay.
Grab Olo on the way.
That is your own call. That is, you can make that decision. Are you as you look towards the sounds, and as you clear some of the rubble and can actually take a look at what is happening in the city at large, you see this gigantic orb-like thing just moving through the city, just destroying it. It's almost made of this leathery skin. It almost gleams in the light. Almost like there's almost kind of liquid, it's slimy. And it has multiple lines across its surface. And you think that you don't really know what they are until they open and you realize all the lines are millions of mouths. And the mouths stretch out and become giant tendrils. Like just begin to gnash and bite and chomp on everything. And it uses those, throws them out, latches onto something, and uses those to move itself. We have rolled initiative before this fight started, before the session started, because we want to just move along with it. And I introduce you all to Megan's latest creation, born from the depths of whatever trauma might be in my mind. Here we go. This thing is the size of, is building size. It is a kaiju sized monster.
It's like a beholder gone wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see it. You see that there are moments when it sits still, unsure where things are, and you see some of the mouths come up, and almost like they're I'll describe it. That sounds incredibly disgusting. Almost like they're throwing up, like they're bringing up. They bring up eyes and ears and hands and appendages and sensory objects, even full-on ears, all rotted and weird, and use them to sense around. Like swallowing them back and retracting into the body. Regurgitate. That is the word that I was looking for. Thank you, Megan. They regurgitate sensory organs. In fact, that you see in the drawing, that mass of eyes is regurgitated and it becomes like almost like a sensor.
But
like a sea cucumber.
It's like a sea
insides.
I wish we hadn't watched that video about sea cucumbers now.
This thing is moving throughout the city. There are people all around firing spells at this thing, hitting it. What are you going to do?
I'm calling my armor.
Yeah.
Activating all the modules.
Is that blood coming out of its mouth?
There is some form of red liquid or substance oozing out of a lot of the lines. It could be a fair assessment. That's likely blood.
Mm.
So it is getting hurt. It just doesn't.
No, most likely not. It's blood.
No, it's where its mouths are. Errol, I think it's eating people or something. I don't think it's getting hurt.
That's worse. Can we just choose to believe that some of this is hurting it? All right, let's go figure out what they want us to do about this mess.
Yeah.
Where are you heading?
Where their
We-
headquarters would be, I guess.
Yeah.
You reach the meeting place of the Oxen Accord, and the place is in ruin.
Oh gosh.
There are bodies everywhere. Some of them seem to have been, well, squished. Almost like this has come through them like a rolling pin. You don't actually make it. Let's have you make a check for this. You can either roll perception, investigation, whatever you want to see, whatever you want to do.
All of us, or
I can do an investigation.
15 investigation.
I got a 28 at investigation.
Ricky, both you and Errol clock that you actually see one of the members of the Accord. You see Darbus. Darbus Domain is nearby. He is holding his side, bleeding profusely, and just looking very injured. But Ricky, you also looking around, you see that some of the members of your team are here. They are applying the vaccine to some of the survivors just in case. Because as far as you know, well, you don't know what kind of effect this creature has on people, so you see them injecting people. And with your 28 hotel, you also looking further in, you see that there is almost like a stasis pod. You see literally almost like a piece of machinery filled with liquid. Inside is the captain. And she has like breathing apparatus on and is just in there.
I'm going to point all of that out to the rest of the guys.
Nod and go over to Darbus and try to put pressure. Is he conscious?
No, he's conscious, but kind of panting and might be slightly delirious at this point. It's like,
Still with us?
sorry, what?
You still with us? You
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. You're here. I need Doc.
Will.
I need I need you to grab someone and Will, the thing you did will all right. He is getting ashen as he speaks.
Will, he needs healing.
sorry, you cut out slightly. Then I didn't quite hear that.
He needs healing.
Okay. Right. I am on that. Let's give. I took. Let's give him a healing potion. See if that helps.
Cool. I have good news and bad news for you.
Oh God.
The good news is he drinks it. The bad news is that you see it spill out. I'll give you time to understand that one.
Oh, where is it spilling out from?
Where his stomach would be.
Oh.
And out.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't think I can heal that. No, Errol, I don't think I can heal that.
Errol's
Not with a
swearing
potion, you can't. No,
swearing and
the
praying.
potion needs to be able to be swallowed before you can heal.
Swearing and praying, and then just looking at her like, "You're a cleric.
Yeah,
Do something."
I'm doing something. Let's do some first aid.
Okay.
Because, fuck. See if that helps. I don't know if that's gonna help.
Side note, GM, Errol is deciding in this moment whether magic is worth it.
Okay, that's a whole lot to pull our magic as a whole, but okay.
Because
I will tell you.
the
I will tell you.
like,
I will tell you
can't
one
do
thing.
anything.
I'll tell you one thing because of you've had experience with modules and stuff. First aid is like, I'm going to put a band-aid on this. It is by far the cheapest thing someone can do.
Errol's just silently praying as hard as he can.
No,
Just like,
yeah, okay,
God.
keep doing that. No, keep doing that. Prayer of healing. Let's see if that it's gonna take some time.
I mean, it's a ticking clock, but sure. It's worth doing. 10 minutes, is it?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
Errol it looks towards Ricky.
He's the that was a dog. Will your fuck, the word is slipping. The thing. Will it revert that?
Can we was that a person?
I'm fucking guessing it's a cocoon.
Maybe.
I need a yes or maybe it's good enough for me. I would love to do it myself, but I'm holding my guts in with my hand.
I'm gonna fly over. Can I haven't got a healing spell strong enough to heal him, but given my medical experience, can I try and at least keep his guts inside?
Want to try to triage this? Let's make a medicine check. I'm gonna put the difficulty of this at 20. It has to be a 20.
Okay.
I don't think I'm helping, but I am here. Holding it. Just still holding.
You can provide the aid action and give her advantage.
I will aid you.
Okay.
That's always possible.
I rolled an 18, so it's fine. Plus 6, so 24.
He needs serious medical attention or some heavy duty healing. But you have patched him up enough and actually put him horizontal, where gravity will keep the innards inside. And just got someone to apply pressure, at least to keep him. And you're doing your best to keep him conscious for those 10 minutes. He is slipping fast. In game terms, this dude is rolling death save.
Can I also, because I've got my first aid module is twice boosted, so it's not a standard first aid module. Can I also throw a twice boosted first aid at him?
Well, says this with the attention. He is not rolling death saves per turn, but per minute. With applications of your module, you can give him advantage on the roll.
Okay, I'll do
because it's the kind of damage that for a normal PC you'd be dead.
Yeah.
We're doing it in a more dramatic sense, and so you have more of a chance to save the guy. And if you give him advantage on those death saves, he may, recover.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. I'm gonna make the first save for him. That's a failure. One failure down. Hey, so that's Errol, you're there with him. Will, you are doing this big prayer. What is Olo doing?
Olo's keeping an eye out for the thing that almost killed him
It is moving away from you further into the city.
at the moment.
Currently.
Okay.
Olo's keeping an eye out just in case.
Okay. A few more minutes go by. I'll make 3 rolls. Well, or more. Depends. I'll just skip a couple of minutes ahead to the minute 3. Are you going to spend another charge to give him advantage?
Yeah.
How long is prayer of healing?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So that's 1 success. 1 and 1. On minute 5. Are you spending?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good thing because he rolled a 1 and an 18. That's 2
successes.
That's 2 successes. We're up to minute 7.
I'm going again.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Ooh.
He is fully stabilized. He is more lucid. Your applications of first aid, it's really like you're doing the magical version of knitting, like suture. And it is literally just helping out a bit. But it is enough to keep him stable enough for the prayer of healing to succeed. How much do you heal with prayer of healing?
You can heal the other survivors too, I think, right? Because it's an area.
Yeah, I can do. I can do up to 6.
There's a bunch of hurt people, so anyone you can do will help.
19.
19. You with this, RaQui, this is a very disgusting thing because you see the magic. As I've explained in the past, magic healing is blind. It doesn't understand, let's say, nuance. It doesn't, for example, if you're doing surgery, it may even undo the surgery because a lot of surgery means cutting things out. In this case, though, it's a straight up healing. It's a straight up restoration. You literally see bits of him regrow, flaps of skin kind of meld together, and he is still hurt, but he can move, and he is, able to stand up. He'll likely after this need like 2 weeks bed rest, but for now he is functional. And he goes, "Oh, that sucks. Where was I? Yeah. So the captain's hurt, really badly hurt. I haven't seen Mother Ash since the containment broke. Garen is out there coordinating the fighters. I need someone. Doc, do you think your thing can work?"
Yes.
Well, then I need you all to grab some of that. I'm going to spread it around as much as you can, and we need to take the fight to this thing and do whatever we can to. Well, I'm not sure we're going to kill it. Let's cure it instead.
Hey, we cure it, we stop it, right? Well, from doing this.
You see him go like this. Okay. Are you sure? That just makes things better. Okay, so I got a message from Garen. This thing regenerates. And he has a tough as nail skin. So start making plans, people. I'm gonna head up. Oh, fuck, I'm no condition to fight. But we'll do what we have to. I'll just head off and try to get more people and put more bodies in front of this thing.
See if you can get transport of the vaccine. The more that we can get towards this thing, the more chances we have.
He looks around and shows you just everything being destroyed. Resources are a bit limited right now, so this falls on the let's do it ourselves kind of situation.
Okay.
How are you all doing? I was essentially limping away towards the fight.
Is this where the labs are? We need to get to the labs, get as much of this vaccine as we can.
Well, my team's around.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to move over to where the lab guys are and just how much have you got?
Tammy says, "Hey, Doc, we got everything that we could make up to this morning when this shit started. We got everything we got. We actually moved some machinery because the roof came down on us. We got. It's going slower now. We're producing more, but we got about 20 shots.
20 shots. Okay. We need to secure those and keep those for that thing. Points to the giant thing.
Okay.
So are you guys going to go back and make more, collect more? Are you coming with us?
Whatever you want. I honestly don't know. I'm more of a desk job kind of guy.
Okay. So those of you that have combat experience, come with us. Those of you...
No, we all have combat training. It's just, I'm not usually in the front lines is what I mean.
In which case, you take those that aren't normally kind of frontline people and go get as much more for us as you possibly can.
Okay.
Head towards that thing. That's where we're going to be. Any of you that are used to being on the front line, come with us. But we've got to go and we've got to take what you've got.
Okay. You head off running towards to meet this thing. As it's walking, I need all of you to make dexterity saving throw.
Downing a healing potion before we leave because I got hit pretty hard.
Okay.
Before. Okay, I got 12 healing from my potion, so it's not so bad. And then a dex save, right? Oh.
Okay. DC 15. Who has higher than 15? Everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So you all take 13 points of damage. This thing,
natural 20.
Natural 20. I'll have it even more for you, and it'll be 6 points of damage. You don't have evasion yet, so best I can do for you.
Pretend evasion.
This thing stops, and all the mouths open, and it's a nightmare, and all the mouths just emit these powerful multi-elemental rays, almost like pure rainbow light in every direction. Each of you is going to roll 1d8 for me. RaQui, what do you roll?
2.
That's cold. You take your 13 points of damage as cold damage. Will.
1.
That's fire. So you take half of the damage, take 6 because of your resistance. Olo.
6.
6, that's acid. And Arrow.
7.
Sorry?
7.
Force. So thunder damage. That's 13 points for you and RaQui, and 6 for both Will and Olo. It stopped, and it seems to take a bit of while to move, mostly because it uses the other tendrils to move. So you have a chance of getting up close and personal with this thing.
Do we have a when we took all of the
I'm going to assume you have the 20 shots spread between you. So 5, 5, 5, and 5.
Sure.
Unless you want to have all your eggs in one basket and have RaQui carry them all.
Probably not. I mean, most of them maybe, because she seems to last longer than me and Errol.
Yeah, I suck.
Only because I stay out the way.
Do we have a means of administering it, like a syringe gun or just the guns?
Along with the syringes and like the usual, like, almost like needle gun administration, there are essentially like air guns. You can fire it as well.
Okay. And this thing's got real hard skin, so we're going to need to make some kind of an opening.
Or just aim for its mouths.
I'm going to give it to you straight so you know everything going in. And I'm going to be very kind because this thing is a very dangerous creature. And I want to be fair with all of you and not make you roll or find out the hard way. This thing's skin has a hardness. You wouldn't even deal damage to it unless the damage is at least 10 points of damage. Anything below that doesn't deal damage at all.
Hardness 9.
Hardness 10.
So you need to do 11 damage to do it.
Sorry about that. It also regenerates 10 points of HP per turn. So the window between you opening a wound and doing anything with it is minuscule. You are right now as close to it as you want to be. Literally, that means as close as you individually want to be to this thing, you can be. If you want to be within 30 feet, you want to be in melee, I leave that to you. And that'll be our starting point. Essentially, this is the part where you enter the mission in the tactical video game and you place the figures wherever you want them.
As a player, I don't really want to be in melee combat, but my character is a melee combat, so I guess I'm close to that.
Okay.
I'm 60 foot away.
Okay.
I'll run in last in case the party needs to do anything with the whole party in one place.
I'll be 30 foot away because then I can.
I'll try to make an opening for you guys to fire at it. Hopefully we don't need to get all 20 shots into this thing.
How far away from it are we before people start moving towards it?
As I said, you're free to put yourself wherever you want. It can be high and low. This thing is 100 foot tall.
And it's on the ground.
It is on the ground. It is literally 50 feet in radius. Circle, 100 feet in diameter. It's huge.
Big. Yeah. Errol does that thing where you look at something and you're like, fuck my. Okay. See you on the other side and just like head towards it.
Okay. Where does RaQui want to be?
So I'm gonna stay pretty far away, but before Errol goes to move towards it, how far away from it would you say that he is? Or that we are?
I'm right with you before I move forward. So if you want to cast something on me now, you can do that and then I will move.
We're fairly free to cast whatever you want on each other before we go into things.
Prep round.
Yeah, you have a prep round. I am giving you a prep round.
Okay. If we're taking a prep round, I am casting haste on Errol.
Oh, nice. Then I'll also be
Have a
big,
gift.
because why not?
Have a gift.
Okay.
I'll giant smite as well. There we go. Now I'm big and fast.
Okay.
Hasted.
Pulls out if Chris Gar puts a burning ammo in.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm also going to give Olo a bardic inspiration. And then I will position, I'm going to be up in the air, but about 60 feet
away from it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Will, what is Will doing on this prep round?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out. So, Ricky, you're going to be, 60 feet away from us?
Well, how far away did you say you were?
About 30 feet away from the thing.
So I'm going to be about just over 30 feet from you. And then Olo, how far did you say?
60 feet away.
So I'm
going
to basically, Olo will be below me. We'll both be about 30 feet from you. And then we're both about 60 feet from Errol, who's about 30 feet in front of you.
Okay.
Middle cleric. Middle cleric, left bard.
Okay. If that's the case, then I can cast bless on all of you.
Yeah,
You've got to be within 30 feet. I think. Although it says area 30 feet, so it might not actually.
I think it's
30 feet.
Is it one person or is it 8? Hang on.
But that's 3 creatures of your choice.
Yeah, so long as you're within 30 feet of everybody, then you're fine. I think.
Are you within 30 feet of everybody?
By the sounds of it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in the middle.
Perfect.
Yeah. So for a minute, when
everybody gets 1d4 an attack or saves.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 rounds. Is it concentration?
Unless concentration drops.
Yeah. But I will use my Weaver to concentrate that for me.
Same on the haste as well.
Stuff as well. Bless and haste.
We jump into, everybody's ready with a prep round, right?
Yep.
I have activated all of my modules as well.
Okay. Perfect. Fine.
Always active.
We jump into our combat, and the first one on the initiative is the creature. And it's going to use one of its abilities, Million Mouths, Million Minds, to cast any of its spells as a bonus action. And it's going to use it to cast a spell on Olo. Does anyone want to do anything about that?
I can't do anything.
It's not an attack roll. I don't think I can do anything.
No one's doing anything. Going once. By the way, the next person to go will be RaQui.
So I may if you succeed on the attack roll.
It's not an attack roll.
Yeah, it's just a spell. It'll probably have a saving throw. I can't do anything.
In that case, Olo, I'll need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Great. Oh.
How much?
One sec. 19.
19. You barely made it.
Did you use the...
you bless.
You feel almost like a buzz in your head, but you shake it off and it has no effect.
Get out! Get out!
As and it will use its actual action to cast another spell, and I don't need to roll for this. It's gonna cast another spell. Anyone gonna try to counter or do anything to it?
It's not an attack roll spell.
No.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, it casts Dispel Magic on Errol and dispels the haste.
Okay.
So you are, until the end of your next turn, you cannot move because of the wave of lethargy that comes over you because of the end of haste. And I think it also cancels the bless. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it does. So it will bless and haste. Everything is removed from you. That is the end of its turn. It's RaQui's turn. After that, it's going to be Will.
The drinks that we just bought, are they action, bonus action?
Bonus action to drink, yes.
Cool. So for my action, I am going to use a module of first aid on myself. And as a bonus action, I am going to drink one of those drinks.
Chugging along.
That's me.
Okay. Let's move on to Will. Next one is Olo.
Okay. So guiding bolt, not guiding missile, or guidance bolt.
Guidance bolt. It hits you, but also gives you a bonus on skills.
Yeah. Guiding bolt is what I'm going to use. So let's see if I can give you guys advantage on hitting this thing. 19 to hit.
That is not enough. You cast the guiding bolt and it impacts.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, I don't have it. Yeah, never mind. Sorry.
You do have your bless. So the effect was removed from Errol. It was dispelled from him. But you are still blessed.
Okay. So I'll add a plus 1d4. So that makes it 22.
That does hit. You impact it and it glows. Well, a small section of it glows from the impact of the guiding bolt.
It's better than nothing. So that was second level guiding bolt. So 16 radiant damage.
Nice.
That was awful.
You hit it for 16 and you actually create a small injury on the side around what we would call Errol's level. With that, anything else?
Okay. So can I bonus action tell Errol to get it in there?
Errol, you see Errol is just
I can't do shit.
hands limp and it's just
Yeah.
breathing heavily. Something's happened to Errol.
That's not good.
He's into hentai. That's what's happened.
Might be more inclined to do something if I was.
Okay. My bonus action will be spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon, okay. Are you gonna attack with it?
If I can attack with it.
You can attack immediately as you cast it, so yes. And you attack with advantage because of your guiding bolt.
Okay.
Combo.
Ooh, 25.
That hits. What is it today?
Today it is going to be a drill.
Okay. You attack with the drill.
You know, like one of the ones that you actually use for cooking.
It's a drill.
I think you mean a hand mixer.
No. What I'm
See,
actually
those that
thinking
you
about
do
is a. No, what I'm actually thinking of is a blowtorch.
Blowtorch and a drill.
Blowtorch.
Same thing. Same thing. Exact same thing.
In my head, It looks a bit.
Uh-huh.
That
Sure.
blowtorch is a good idea.
I mean, it's still gonna cause force damage. It doesn't deal fire. It's
No,
but
just-
it's looks like it's casting a flame. It's just punching this thing, really.
Yeah.
How much damage?
that is 12 damage.
Nice. You widen the gap a bit more.
That's everything. I'm sorry.
Okay. With that, then it is Olo.
Olo concentrates really hard, puts all his tactical skills to
And runs
bear,
away.
and shoots it in the face.
Okay.
29.
That's a hit, of course.
For 25 points of damage.
Nice. Oh. I'm guessing you're going to be all shooting around the same area.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very wide area. So you do pierce the skin in another section and deal your damage. And with that, we come to Errol, who's doing nothing. And we're back, and at the end of Errol's turn, I'm going to use a legendary action. And Olo, I need another wisdom save from you.
Yeah, I don't think even the bless is going to help.
Don't forget you've got bardic inspiration.
I don't even think that's going to happen.
Just watched his rolls.
15.
Not enough. You take 9 points of psychic damage, and you use your reaction to run as far back away from this thing as you can.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh,
I've got short
dear.
legs. That's only 25 foot.
25 feet.
Right.
You hear this buzz again, but now it breaks through. And you just hear this cacophony of voices saying, "We are the herald. We are the herald. Obey or die. We are pain. We are vengeance. We are blood. We are the herald." And it just keeps droning on, and it's different voices and different timbres, different pitches, different tempos, and it just becomes a grating, horrible noise in your mind. Then it becomes its turn again. I am going to need Will and Errol. Errol, you are still fatigued. You cannot take any actions. I'm going to give you a disadvantage on this because of your current condition. I need Will and Errol to make dexterity saving throws.
I've had my turn though, right? So I'm not lethargic anymore.
It ends. It ends at the end of your turn. Yes.
Yeah, so I lost my
You're
turn.
fine. You're fine. Then you don't have disadvantage. So, dex save from both of you.
18. The 16 on the dice.
I got 12 with my thing.
Okay, that
Don't
is.
forget your bless. I don't get it, did you?
Okay,
Mhm.
how much did you roll, Errol?
18. I rolled 16 plus 2.
You have exactly the safe DC. So you will take half damage. Will, you will take full damage. One of the mouths opens near the ground where you are, and it shoots a lightning bolt through the both of you. Errol, you take 11 points of damage. Will, you take 23 points of lightning damage.
Mhm.
And now,
Ow.
it will use two of the mouths open, and tendrils shoot out and extend 60 feet, and will attack RaQui. Are you going to do anything against my attack rolls?
I'm just trying to see if I can. Hang on.
My thing on countering your attack roll, I can use after whether or not I know if you've succeeded.
Okay.
No, she's too far away.
Okay. My attack roll was a natural 20.
Then yes, I am going to cast Silvery Barbs as a reaction.
Okay. And I'll use it again. That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Hits, but not a crit.
Not a crit. Okay. That is the first attack. The second attack, a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
The first one, you take 17 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
And the second one, you take 15 points of piercing damage. So 32 in total.
Right.
Two mouths just extend and just move over to you and just go and chomp. It is now, it's the end of its turn. It is Will.
I thought it was RaQui first.
Sorry, it's RaQui first. My bad. Yes, RaQui first.
So for my action, I am going to cast. You said it gets hit points back each turn, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
Okay.
Good shout. Stop the regeneration. Can't.
22 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, it might actually do that.
Is that a con save?
No, it's just a straight up hit. It won't take any damage because it's only 10 damage, but it can't regenerate any hit points until my next turn.
Okay, awesome.
Nice.
At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action and make an attack roll. Against Will. Another tendril comes down with Will. 14. Does it hit you? I don't think it will.
No.
It misses you completely. You do see like the gnashing teeth very close by, but it doesn't hit you. Before your turn comes, Will, RaQui and RaQui, you were hit by 2 arrows. 2 arrows fly out of nowhere and hit RaQui and heal you for 10 total damage.
Okay.
You have the arrows stuck, but they don't hurt. And you realize they're kind of like vials attached to them, and it's literally just you've been injected with 2 healing vials in the form of arrows, and almost like on a grapnel hook module, kind of swinging by Indiana Jones style as Roderick, who's joining the fight, and that was his action. So it is Will's turn now.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hit it with my spiritual weapon again.
Okay.
Oh wait. I still have less. 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That is 5 points of damage.
No
of force
damage.
damage.
No damage.
Nope.
Bad.
And then guiding bolt.
3rd level.
25.
It hits. Anything over 20 will hit. Just to make this quicker.
Yeah, that's fine. So that is 19 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And the next person has advantage.
Cool. Probably should have done that in reverse if you wanted to do it better with the spiritual weapon.
Well, I figured someone else might be able to hit harder than me.
True. That then becomes then is up to Olo. You are 80 feet.
Could hit harder.
You are 80 feet or 85 feet away from it.
Turn around, go gobby, no, and then shoot her in the face.
Okay.
Yeah, hit. $17 points of damage.
Nice. Doubly nice because you have taken, even with the healing, exactly 69 HP from it.
And as a bonus action, hide.
Okay. Anything? Okay, it's Errol's turn now.
Yay! I get a turn. Is there a wound that I
There are
can
several.
try to
There are
stab it
several
with?
wounds. Yes.
I'm gonna try to stab it with one of these
Okay.
vials then.
Make an attack roll. I will say this is an improvised weapon, so we'll be with disadvantage.
Oh yes, the only proficiency fighters don't get improvised weapons.
There's a difficulty to getting this thing in. At least
It's just an attack roll.
there's an attack roll with disadvantage. Yes.
Alright, okay. So wasted nat 20, thanks. But 15 plus where the hell's my weapon? It's here. Plus 9, so
It's strength and strength. You're
24.
not proficient, so it's just strength.
Oh yeah, sorry, 15, 16, 17, 18.
That's not enough to hit. You try, but the wound is a bit too narrow for you to still get in there.
No, wait, it's more than that because the Weaver gives me +3 on attack rolls, right?
Yeah. It's 21. You do hit. I will make a con save for the thing. The DC for this is 20. It has a +10 to con. That's a fail. It reduces in size by 20%. Going to take more than one jab to get rid of it. But you see the effects almost immediately. It is smaller. It's shrinking. With it, the tendrils will deal less damage.
Okay.
Anything else?
I mean, it feels worthwhile while I've got the chance to just action surge and do it again.
Go for it.
Just try to make it as good as I can on my first go. And then I'll bonus action second wind because I need to heal myself. Disadvantage. Shit me, that's another wasted natural 20. Go away. That's 14, so it's one less than the last time. 20 to hit.
Yeah, 20 hits.
That's 2 nat 20s in a row that I can't use. I'm really mad now.
I can only tell you, ha 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 ha. I'm going to make the save. That's another failure. Another 20%
Yes.
shrunk.
Not a wasted turn bonus action. Can I drink a healing potion on my bonus
You've
action?
already used your bonus action for second wind.
Second wind is just a thing, isn't it?
That's a bonus action.
Yes, it is a bonus action. You are correct. It's fine.
Don't you have a second attack on your attack action?
I didn't know if using the thing was
It's like reloading an arrow. It's like reloading an arrow.
Well, then I didn't need to second wind because I get 2 attacks, so I could have stabbed it twice, right?
We can say you stabbed it twice. You want to
then
do?
I'll
You still action search or not?
I still action surge. No, I will use my bonus action 2-second wind because I'm
So
down.
no action search for another 2 attacks.
Or do I just go all out and try to stab this thing many times?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'll continue with the plan. I just didn't realize I could do it twice.
Okay.
I will second wind. Nope. I will action surge and stab it twice more.
Okay.
Or try to anyway. Well, nope. That first one will miss.
Okay. You stab the skin instead, and the thing snaps.
I don't think that's going to hit. That's 12 plus 6, 16, 17,
Yeah.
18. Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Another dose wasted. You are now looking at just have one
Right.
dose left on you. At the end of your turn, he was going to use 2 of its legendary actions. I need everyone within 120 feet of it, which means all of you, make an intelligence saving throw. RaQui, how much?
16?
Anyone over 18 is fine.
Yeah, no. Got 16.
Okay. And Errol?
11.
Go for Roderick. Roderick is fine. Olo?
7.
Okay. Everybody takes 22 points of psychic damage, and every active spell gets canceled.
I'm down anyway.
I'm down as well.
Everything is dispelled. That includes summoned armors, summoned weapons. Everything that you have ongoing with your Weaver gets canceled. Straight up. Because it is magic. That is the end of the round. Will, you're down, right?
Yep.
Okay, everybody, how's everybody else doing?
I'm also down.
Okay, you're also down. You were also high in the air, right?
Yeah.
You have one failed save from slamming headfirst into Will. Not just kidding. You slam into the ground. You're not gonna call. It will be fun. Fall on her. Both get essays. It wouldn't be the first time one of you falls on the other.
That's how they met.
That is how we met.
Yeah. Okay. It is now the creature's turn. It's gonna turn on Errol straight away. That is a 22 to hit.
It's
30 to hit. One less attack it's going to make. That you are so lucky. It's a natural 19, but not a natural 20.
I mean, I'll be down anyway.
The first attack deals 17 points of piercing damage. The other 2 hits will kill you.
Kill me.
Errol is down and out in this occasion. That's its turn. We come to Roderick, who will because of the distance he is in, he's going to use his turn to both move and dash to get close to RaQui. Sorry, no, we'll get close to Will, and we'll use supercharge his first aid and heal you for 1d4. You back up. 3 points of health. You're back up. RaQui, I'm going to need a death save from you.
Second fail.
Second failure. Okay. It is now Olo. No, Will's turn.
Yeah. Did you say that Ricky fell on top of me?
No, fell to your side. Then, but it's
Fell
right
to the
next
side.
to you. Yeah.
That's fine. So spare the dying.
Not gonna heal her, just stabilize her.
I'm gonna stabilize her for the moment. Spare the dying.
Okay.
And why is my thing not working? Doesn't want me to scroll. And bonus action, healing word.
In that case, you don't need to do the spare the dying.
Spare dying, no.
Just do the healing word.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna do cure wounds.
Okay.
Because I get to touch her anyway, so
you slap her awake.
I'm gonna cast it at is it third level? Yeah, third level, so you get 24 points of health back. And then bonus action, I'm gonna take a mana potion because that's almost all my mana gone.
Awesome. Then at the end, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action. It's going to make some attack. Olo, does a 19 hit you?
It does.
Is RaQui going to do anything about it?
Yeah, I'm going to cast Silvery Barbs.
Okay. I mean, it can't be worse than the roll I just had. Actually, better. 22. Actually, no. It's the worst one is the one I keep. So, Silvery Barbs makes me re-roll, right?
Re-roll and use lower roll, so it hits.
Yeah, the first one was the lower roll. It was 19. Okay, and there's going to be another one. That is a 25. Another one that is a 20. Take 9. Three of the tendrils come out, and each of them fires a Eldritch Blast towards you. 2 of them hit for 9. The other one hits for 2. A total of 20 points of force damage.
I'm dying.
Okay. That brings us then straight into Olo's turn. I need a death save from you.
3.
Okay. That is 1 death save failure. That is now Errol's turn. Errol's been he has an early appointment with the Grim Reaper. It's now back to the beginning of the round, and it's the creature's turn. It's going to attack Roderick. Natural 1. Natural 1. The fuck? That's its turn. So Roderick limbo dances his way out of this combat and doesn't get struck a single time. The first time I've ever rolled 2 natural 1s in a row. Holy crap. It's now RaQui's turn.
Is it going to be action, bonus action, etc. to put my modules back on my Weaver?
To turn them on, yes. You can use an action to turn as many as you want on.
Okay. So as my action, I'm going to turn all of my modules back on. And I'm going to spend 3 charges of first aid instead of 1 to cast it to use it as bonus action instead on Olo.
Olo
Okay.
is from where you are 55 feet away from you.
He's 50. Okay.
He was 30 feet. He moved 60 feet away, and then he was forced to run another 25.
But
That's
Ricky was also
fine.
60 feet away.
Yeah,
He was above him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, true. Then he's 25
So
feet away from you.
He's only 25 feet away.
So yeah, no, because I can do
Yeah,
healing
yeah.
word instead.
You can reach him. Is anyone gonna focus on trying to inject this thing? Just wondering.
Can't inject anything if
Currently,
you're dead.
no.
Okay.
11 HP back, Olo.
thanking you.
Okay. That is RaQui's turn. We come to Will.
So I'm gonna turn on my modules so that I can use my concentration one. That's an action, and then bonus action. I'm gonna healing word myself.
For the record, the only modules that you have to turn on again are the ones that you have active, like, summon an armor, summon a weapon. Most of the things on your Weaver are passive, including the capacity of concentration. So it's only RaQui that had a summoned armor that had to reactivate. Anything that you had active, sure. But most of the things on a Weaver are passive anyway.
Will also has Bulwark. She has the armor.
Yeah.
Do you use it to summon an armor for this combat or not?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, you would take the action to turn everything back on. Just wanted to clarify, just in case.
Yeah, and then as that, I will bonus action healing word myself.
Okay. In Roderick's turn, he will fire 2 arrows at the creature. That's a hit. That's a miss. Deals 4 points of damage. Really, it doesn't deal any damage. It is now Olo's turn.
Olo will chug a potion. Heal another 11 points. As an action, he will pick up the antidote dispersing rifle and take a shot.
You'll need to move closer. That thing has a max range of 60.
Okay. I will move 25 foot, and then I will shoot.
It's important. Make your attack roll.
And I miss.
I fire and forget. I think you fired and you forget about those. That is the end of your turn. We're going to use a legendary action and make an attack roll against Will, RaQui, and Olo. 24 against RaQui. Silvery Barbs, I'm going to guess?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll roll again. Oh, the other roll was a natural 20.
It hits.
So it hits, but it's not as bad.
Yeah.
One for Will, 22. And Olo, 25.
Yeah, I'm going to use my reaction to half the damage.
Awesome. So RaQui, 9 points of force damage. Will, 9 points of force damage. And although, because you have 2. So in essence, I have just rolled the exact same damage of the last turn's Eldritch Blast. Curious. So that's 9, 9, and 2. That is its legendary action. And because Errol is gone, it's up to its turn again. I'm going to make one roll for it. It's going to be essentially a concentration check for it. And plus 10 on the roll. If it hits a 20, it will continue its normal operations with you. If not, it'll be too distracted by the rest of the entire city that it's fighting against. Now that it's smaller, less surface area for it to take care of all of it. It still maintains its ability to handle that many enemies. But it's lost one of its abilities, so now it's just gonna cast a normal spell. And it's going to, because you're in the same area, I need RaQui and Olo to make, I'll just tell you right away what the saving throw is. Wisdom saving throw. $18 is the DC.
I failed.
There are 2+3s available in case one of you, well, 3+3+1. You can each pick one if that'll help.
I could pick all three and I'd still fail.
Oof. Not
have
bad.
you used your bardic inspiration yet?
Don't have it. It's got cancelled.
I got that 20.
Oh, you're good. You are good. You are not affected, but Olo, you are slowed. You are under the effect of the slow spell, meaning you have -2 to AC and dex saves. Can't use your reactions, and on your turns, you can only use either an action or a bonus action. But not both. That then is the creature's turn. It's lost its Million Voices, Million Minds ability. So it can no longer just convert any spell into a bonus action. It's now down to regular behavior, so to speak. That brings us to RaQui.
How far away is Rotrick from where I am?
Rotrick from where you are is 25 feet. He is where Will is, essentially.
Okay.
As he rushed towards him and he did the, action dash and movement to get to her, and then use a bonus action for the module. So he's right next to Will.
Okay. I'm going to go to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to hand Rotrick my...
the shooty.
Yeah. Because I've got no hope of hitting. So I'm going to hand them to Rotrick and hope that he can do something with them that I cannot.
That is great, because right now, after your turn, it is Rotrick's turn.
Oh, that's all right. Does that use up my action, or do I still get my...
We'll make it. It's an object interaction. Just, okay. You have your free object interaction, you can just hand it to her.
Cool. And then... There it is. Because it's really annoying me now. Right, I'm roll to attack it.
Eldritch Blast?
No, 21's hit. Chromatic Orb.
Ooh, beautiful.
Which I'm going to cast at 3rd level because it's annoying me.
Go for it. I love that. I love that.
Oh god, I don't even think I've got enough D8 there.
That's such a terrible problem to have. I don't have enough damage dice. Whatever shall I do?
Literally, I don't. I'll have to re-roll one. Hang on. Right. 28 points of... Let's go lightning.
Awesome. You zap this thing and open the wounds even more. That's a nasty hit. 29, was it?
Yeah.
Nasty. Yeah, that is a beautiful hit. The thing zaps. It joins the cacophony of spells falling on this thing. For the record, this thing has a gajillion HP, but it's broken down into sections. Each section can be killed and it affects the whole. You're fighting one specific section of it that has a finite HP, so it doesn't have infinite HP.
And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna give Olo another bardic inspiration.
Awesome.
And that's me done.
Cool. That brings us to a Mr. Roderick, who will make one attack roll against the creature with the shooty shoot. And that is a 27, so it hit. So I will roll the con save for this injection. And this thing cannot roll a con save to save its life. It was reduced by another 20%. It's 40% of what it once was. It is by far reduced. It's now only 40 feet tall. Then it is Roderick's turn. At the end of Roderick's turn, the creature will use its legendary action, while it still has them. And I need Roderick. I'm going to roll for Roderick, but I also need RaQui and Will to make dex saves. Roderick rolled a natural 20, which is an upgrade because the last fight we had with Roderick in the party, he was worthless. What are we looking at?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, great.
21.
21, awesome. So you will take half damage. You both take 15 points of lightning damage.
I'm down.
And me.
Okay. That then it was
I only had 5.
It is Will's turn. Please make a death save for me.
Yep. 19.
Just realized I've been doing this wrong. 19. So 1 save for this. And for dear old Arrow, there's the little coffin of death. And also RaQui down. Sleeping. That's the icon is for sleeping. That's far too nice for this. But that will then bring us to Olo, who says, you moved once. So everybody is. Oh yeah, you're all together. You're pretty much all together.
Too far away from me.
Oh no.
She moved 30 foot.
Yeah, RaQui moved back towards us.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but Olo moved the 25 feet back to be able to shoot.
I moved 25 foot to become 60 foot underneath RaQui. RaQui then moved 30 foot.
Yeah.
Right. My bad. Yeah. You're right.
And my movement speed's 25 and I'm slowed. So I'm going to be like this. Take this.
Yeah, there is it. Dun, 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 dun.
Baywatch style slow-mo run.
You're singing the theme song of Baywatch in slow-mo. Oh, people. Hey, make the attack roll.
What am I aiming for?
You're aiming for a 20 AC or higher.
Ooh. Yes. Yeah, I hit.
Awesome. It doesn't deal damage. It's just straight up the save that I have not been able to make in this entire combat. It has a plus 10 to con, and I cannot make the save. I feel so bad for this beautiful creation. Now it does make the save. Barely, but it made it. Begging, going, my poor baby. Yes, we all feel bad for it. Oh, maybe not the players. It is the end of.
Do I get a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, of course.
Doesn't matter.
You have a brand new bardic inspiration, and there's a +3 available if you want to take it. If you want to give it a go.
Doesn't matter.
How bad, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. It is the creature's turn, and it will use its attack on Roderick. That hits Roderick. That hits him as well. Roderick is injured, looking rough, but still standing. It is RaQui's turn. That's safe, please.
17.
17. It's Roderick's turn, and I'm going to have this decision placed. I want you all to make this decision. He can choose to focus on attacking the creature and try to, heal it, so to speak. Or he can use his turn to heal people up.
Attack it.
Attack it?
Attack it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna use a bonus action to boost a overcharge a module to grant himself True Strike, and then it's gonna make the attack roll. Natural 20. What I'll do with this is I'll say the creature will have disadvantage on this roll against the con save because of the natural 20. 12 and a 15, so it does exceed the save, even with a disadvantage. Regrettable. Now we come to RaQui. Oh no, RaQui already went. I'm not gonna make you that. No, run a death save. Roderick comes after you. Sorry, it's Will.
16.
Awesome. Hanging in there. Sorry, no, I just gave RaQui another death save. Sorry. It's Will. It's time for Olo.
I know. Gonna waste another vial by the looks of it. And he hits.
Awesome. Let me roll the thing. That is an 18 out of 20. Failure. So it is reduced by further 20%. Now it's just 20 feet tall. And it is very close. It needs one more failure and it'll be done. That is, and it has lost its ability to use legendary actions and is now just a ball of tentacles. It now needs to make a DC 30 concentration check to see if it can. 25. My mistake. Misread my notes. It's a 25 roll, so it can continue multitasking enough to be able to interact with you. If not, it loses its turn. Roll the 15. That's not a 25. So the creature does not have a turn. So we move straight to RaQui.
2.
That's a big. Then I gave the cross to Will. Sorry. It is. That was RaQui. Now it's Will's turn. Sorry again. It's Roderick first. So I will ask again. Focus on attacking, getting this thing down.
Focus on attacking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Will, if you want to make that death save, so we can cover it.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1.
2.
I mean, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make the attack with Roderick. Just hits. I'm gonna make the save. It is a miss. The thing is gone. It dissolves back into the Triton assassin, who is more than unconscious. and looking at as the thing dissolves, although that you were the one awake, it finishes shrinking back and morphing into that Triton, and on the other side, you see it's Avengers Assemble. You just see every person, every able-bodied seeker in this place, just piling on it, and if the assassin were still conscious, it was looking like a really bad day for it. Awesome job. I'm gonna need one last save from both of you before Roderick can get to your healing.
Six.
Ooh, RaQui, what does that look? At one?
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh no.
it's okay.
Ooh.
Join me. We can greet death together.
Ooh, that is RaQui dead. Okay. And Will?
I got 6.
Actually, in terms of initiative order, it doesn't matter because Roderick would have come after RaQui and before you. So just keeping that going, he would have had a chance to come to you. So you are restored to your senses.
Mm-hmm.
Are you awakened to the reality that RaQui is not breathing, and sorry, RaQui is not breathing, and Errol hasn't moved for a while now.
Okay. I have a question for you. So before you did some reworkings, that 40 charges for components is 2 charges for Revivify. How's that?
You still have the 40 charges. Just Revivify is going to cost more charges, but you can still use it.
Okay, so where do I keep the charges then? Because I'm
just keep a note on it. So for Revivify, it's going to cost you 4. And this only expense charges on the things that have a cost, like an actual cost.
I'm still kind of confused.
We'll go over it after the game.
Okay. Because I want to try and use Revivify twice.
So how many turns have passed for Errol?
It hasn't been 10 yet.
I died round 3.
Yeah.
And it's close to 10. But yeah, you can bring back RaQui, and RaQui returns. When you go to bring back Errol, the spell doesn't work.
I would have gone for Errol first.
Straight away, the spell doesn't work on Errol.
Okay.
As you are reviving and gathering around your friend Errol, you open your eyes. And you're not where you were before. In fact, you have no armor, no gear. You are dressed in Errol attire, casual. You are in a nice office. It is gleaming, just almost polished floor, gleaming, almost how to say it is, like brass handles everywhere. There is a beautiful blue sky on the windows. There's a door behind you. You can hear the sound of shuffling feet, paperwork being moved, people shouting orders in a language you've never heard before. And then you hear, hello. You turn around, and before you is a gentleman in a beautiful, very, perfectly, designed business suit, black with a white shirt and a red tie. And he must be a tiefling because he is somewhat tinged red skin, long hair perfectly coiffed, and has just the usual very classic devil horns. Hello. So I have news for you. You're dead.
Figured.
Yes. And someone who really doesn't like you, made a contract with me. In case you died, I was to prevent any resurrection at the moment. Anything that would bring you back immediately, I was to prevent that. I have now fulfilled that contract.
Who?
Apparently, they tried to kill you before, couldn't manage it, so they just wanted to ensure that if you did bite the dust, you would not actually come back.
It's the same person who put my name on the list?
Yes. I was going to say I'm not at liberty to say, but my contract does not specify me to not tell you that. I cannot tell you who it is that is protected by the contract. But it is, yes.
Can you tell me what I did to this person?
No. That would reveal an identity. That is too much information that I cannot share.
I didn't arrest them then, because, you know.
What I can tell you is, as of right now, my contract has been fulfilled. I am only to prevent you from being brought back by your friends or allies. I am neither a friend nor an ally, so I am in perfect liberty to form another contract with you if you wish to breathe again. If you so desire. If not, well, there are opportunities. You would have to climb the infernal ladder, and that means being currency for a few millenniums, and eventually get a staff position. Up to you, really.
If I waited, someone else might bring me back that isn't my friends.
Yes, but your friends don't know that, so likely your friend will try. Interesting. I met her. Lovely person. She will try desperately to bring you back and fail.
Okay, good. Nothing like panicking people that care about.
I wouldn't stretch so far as care, but anyway, that is not a conversation that is worth having.
Options. What are my options? You can tell me that.
Yes, your options, as I said, you can choose to stay, in which case you would go through the same process every soul goes through, which is unpleasant. It builds character, though. It's meant to build character and forge a devil. It is what it is. You can choose to never actually join the ladder and just be a soul, in which case it might be wholly unpleasant for at least 10 to 20,000 years, after which your case will be reviewed by a caseworker and you may proceed to another plane of existence. But that's not the here and now. The other option is you can make a contract with me. You would return and any other perk that we may discuss, and in exchange I will require payment. In your case, with your skill set, I would require you to do a few things for me. A finite list of tasks for you to fulfill.
Or I could just wait and see if someone who's not my friends brings me back.
Sure. If you want to wait, or presumably a long time.
There's got to be other clerics where I am. It's filled with seekers.
I'm gonna put it out there. You were just fighting a city-sized thing that had, like I can give you the total numbers. There were at least 7,000 deaths confirmed, some dying, some turning into monstrous beings. But yes, your chances are, let's just say your chances are not good. I mean, if you're willing to take the risk, I am perfectly fine to, let you go through whatever every soul goes through until such a time as a request for your return comes along.
And I'm stuck here. I don't get to.
Oh no! If you choose to wait until someone might bring you back, you will go through into, let's call it, general population.
Where am I?
You're in hell. This is my office. I am Asmodai. I thought that was obvious.
Yes, but the afterlife doesn't work the way I thought it would, or the contract brought me here and now I'm stuck.
I mean, the contract was made for me to interfere and pluck your soul, so no one would, no friend or ally would be able to hatch it back. So I mean, you would have you have killed people, you have lied in your life, you would have landed here anyway for a stint.
You can make contracts for other people's souls.
Yes, there's no issue. And I technically did not make a contract for your soul. I made a contract to not allow revivification magic to work on you. Your soul, honestly, inevitably was going to come here. I just plucked you from the shores of my domain and put you here in my nice office for a chat. I felt a tete-a-tete might be required, as you might generally be confused about the entire situation.
I'm not confused. I'm just trying to. Okay, I can't stay here. I'm not staying here.
Good to hear that.
I have to go back.
I am glad to hear that.
So, what is the list? What are the things that you would want me to do?
20 names of people who have either escaped my domain or refused to pay up on their contracts, and thus they should return here. People who were offered a second chance as part of a contract and have decided, I'm not going back to hell. So yes, I need you to go and collect them.
Oh, I dealt with one of those.
Yes, I know, which is why I know you have the experience, and I think this is a perfect opportunity for you. You're also a detective and with law enforcement. This is very clearly law enforcement. Just infernal law enforcement.
There are contracts. They are indeed recognized in mortal law.
Not only that, in this case, yes, we are also talking my laws.
And I assume that your actual lawyers will have already been involved in these cases.
He gives you a look like, seriously?
I'm just saying, if it's going to play out like the last time, someone will be there to collect these people, because I can't come back here. This is not a thing I'm capable of. 20 people.
Yes. Well, there are times where you may need to divert your efforts to finding them, but for the most part, I will put them in your path, so to speak. You need to worry about that.
20 people is a lot of names.
All very deserving of an eternity of suffering in hell. Of course, worth mentioning as a part of the contract, if you at any point refuse or just not pay up your side of the bargain, and I am not convinced that you may have had reasonable cause, well, I will be seeing you again. But once the 20 names are complete, our business is concluded, and you are free to do with your life and your soul as you see fit. And since the other contract is currently complete, the effects are complete, so if you should die again, your friends can definitely bring you back. This was a one-time deal thing.
One-time deal thing, yeah, except if I accept your contract and then I die, it's still kind of yours.
No, as I mentioned, if you die again and your friends can bring you back, they can.
Okay, so what happens if I can't bring you these people?
Well, you will have time. You have the rest of your life to fulfill this task. So if I feel that one of them is a priority, I'll nudge you in the direction. Let's put a time limit on it. You have 2 years to get the 20 names. That's our 700-ish days. Should be enough. If you can get in 2 years, if you don't have them enough, if you at least have 10, I might consider giving you an extension. And at the end of the task, at the end of the 20 names, you are free to go. With a handshake and a diploma.
Let's just be honest here. It's not like I have a choice, because it's either stay here for eternity or take this deal and go back.
You can also wait to see if someone out there will cast a spell on you. How much do you count on people's goodwill?
It's an unfair question. I think people have a lot of goodwill.
Yes, how much do you trust people in people's goodwill to perform reality-shattering magic to bring you back to life?
It's really reality-shattering. People get brought back to life all the time.
Not as often as you'd think. Sure, if people were being brought back to life as often as you think, you wouldn't have been working as a homicide detective now, would you?
That's true. Not everybody is surrounded by people capable of it.
And not everyone who can do it feels that it is morally correct to do so. You'd
Also
be
true.
surprised at the amount of hang-ups people have with, the natural order of things. I am particularly very fond of the natural order of things. Without it, I would not have a business. But a contract is a contract is a contract. All this is happening. What is going on in the real world? Let's just say time is moving. As this is happening in minutes. In the real world, hours are going by. What's going on with you guys?
So I
Errol,
tried.
you try to bring him back with Revivify over and over. The spell doesn't work.
And I run out of mana and
Yeah,
all
you run
that.
out of mana, and it's when you brought RaQui over, actually make a religion check. Let's have you make a religion check for this. Do you have religion? Are you a cleric with religion? Because that is not the norm.
Nope, I don't have religion.
Okay, then it's straight
I can
roll.
give it a go though.
It's a straight roll, intelligence roll. Yep,
13.
that is enough. You know that the period of 10 turns of like a minute is the period of time that a soul remains in the material plane before it heads wherever else it's going.
Mm-hmm.
So usually when you cast Revivify, you immediately feel that tug and you just almost like direct them towards the body. When
There
you
wasn't
went to,
anything?
there was nothing.
Mhm.
You know for certain that he hadn't been dead long enough. So you are certain that someone did something. That something fucked up is going on.
Mm-hmm. I am going to speak to the Hertha Mother, as I know.
You're heading straight for the temple.
I'm gonna
You
go there.
You find half a temple, but it's still workable.
It's still a fucking temple. It's still a place of worship. Like,
as you're doing this,
Mulren. Her name is Mulren.
as you're talking to Mulren, and you're trying to communicate, you see that Esmeralda's phone rings. Says, yes? Oh, hi, sweetie. Yes, yes. You know what? I'll call her here myself. I think it might be worth it. Okay. Yes, Sunday dinner we'll have brunch. Don't worry. Sorry, daughter-in-law. I'm just he snaps his finger, another chair appears. Will, you fall unconscious and appear and you open your eyes and you're in this office and Errol is sitting in front of you and you are facing the person you met in the temple. Ask for that. Hello, delightful to see you again.
I knew something was happening. It's not just a normal thing. I knew the soul had disappeared.
I wasn't trying to be subtle about it.
Well, that's good to know, I suppose. Okay, I would like to take this back, please.
Well, as I mentioned to him, there is a contract regarding his death.
Mm-hmm.
So I am the reason you couldn't. The soul wasn't there. I have offered him a contract to return in exchange for a service. We're just discussing the minutiae.
And what sort of service is this?
Oh, just the capture and return of escaped souls and convicts of my domain. People who should be suffering a few eons in hell and are living at large in the world. In breaking of contract, which is terrible, and most importantly, laws.
Okay, so if Errol shares this with myself,
Oh, you can all work together on this. I don't care. As long as the 20 names on the list are returned, I am happy.
then Errol, get moving. As in, get moving back to your body now.
Yeah. All right. I have things to do.
He snaps his fingers and a contract appears. It unfurls in front of you. You can read it if you like.
100% reading this.
It is.
I've had to deal with like things for like homeless people.
I will have you
so
make an either one of you makes an investigation check with advantage, or you can both make an investigation check.
I'm not good at investigation, Errol.
I'll do it with advantage.
Can I do some guidance?
Sure.
Guidance on the
17.
Roll
What's
1d4.
guidance? Is it plus 4?
1d4. Oh, take the 4 if you want.
I rolled a 3, so
Asmod augments it to a 4.
21.
Does you a favor, throws you a bone here, a freebie. It is straight up what he said. 20 names. After a period of 2 years, if you have at least 10, an extension can be negotiated. For another 2 years, at the end of the contract, you'll go your separate ways. Your soul is yours to do as you please. If you in any way breach the contract, you return here for, your full stint in hell.
what's classed as a breach?
Not fulfilling. For example, buying a sob story from a soul and saying, no, I am not sending you to hell. You can go. That is a breach.
Yeah.
Refusal to commit to
Yes, refusal to fulfill your part of the contract. Are we in accord?
I don't have a choice.
Anything you wish to add to the contract? Any perk? In other words, is there something Errol as a character would like? Have mana, anything else that you want to fix, adjust? You want a set of non-crappy stats?
A reroll of my stats?
I mean, you are signing a contract, so it can be added. So you would lose your charming everyman quality.
Charming is a stretch.
I find it charming.
I mean, honestly, the only things Errol would want to be better at is people, because he's pretty bad at that, evidently.
Are you asking for a boost in a stat?
Errol's feeling very trapped right now. I don't think he's really thinking about any of this.
This is the part where I will allow you, the player, to decide what you would like in this contract for Errol.
I mean,
as it is mostly mechanical benefit. Errol is not aware that you have a +0 to a stat.
I only have 1 +0 now since we got a little boost earlier on, but I mean, yeah, it would be helpful to have more in his mental stats because they suck. But like charisma would be a good boost. Wisdom would be a good boost.
Oh, make a choice.
Yeah, we'll do wisdom.
Okay. So what we'll do after this is between this session and the next, you will re-roll a stat and take the new value for wisdom. Do you sign the contract? The perk is immediately added. There's a boost in, it says, quote unquote, the wisdom stat.
Breaks the fourth wall. Yeah, okay. Errol's signing it, but he's not. He's very clearly not entirely there right now.
No, you're half dead.
Oh, he's full dead. That's why we're here.
Sorry, you don't have your body.
He does look at Will though and says, "Same person that put me on the list put me here."
As I said, I cannot reveal any details about said person. It is protected by the contract.
Mm-hmm.
The contract which has ended.
Yes, but that part of the contract I must still respect. Also falls under client, privilege, confidentiality, all that nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wonderful. Pleasure to do business. He presses the button. Yes, can you come in? I'm giving you a new case. Wonderful. I know a door opens and a winged being, just brick shit house winged being, comes through. Almost looks like a hell bull. It says, "Raph, darling, can you take these two back upstairs?" I mean, not you. You're not actually here. And he snaps his fingers and you're back in the temple. Says, "Raph, darling, can you take him back up? Tuck him in nice and tight in the body. The list will be made known to you."
Got it.
Wonderful. I'm going to ask you all in the real world, where would Errol be right now? Is he in the morgue on your slab?
He totally is.
Are you mid examination of him?
No. So I was going to say that the minute that Will disappears off to the temple, I steal Errol's body away. And I've got everything kind of set up to prepare. And I kind of just stood there, frozen, not able to make the first cut.
You're standing over him with a scalpel, just not doing anything. Seeing Errol down. I'm going to ask you.
Just can't do it.
I'm going to ask you.
Do it. Just
what
frozen.
is RaQui feeling at this moment? Because RaQui has always been very much, these are colleagues, these are not friends. You clearly have not been friends. Does that, knowing that he's gone, does that change a bit for RaQui? In a way?
This is the closest that she has ever had to what could be considered a friend. Still not friends, but if there ever was going to be a friend, it would be Errol. And that's why I'm kind of frozen. Because I don't want to do it, but I do want to do it because if anybody's going to do it, it should be me. But this is potentially could have been the first friend that I ever would have had. And that's the feeling and the thinking.
Okay. So you are there almost hyping yourself up to do it, almost like leaning and no. And look at it, just almost like covering his face. Going, no. In a moment where you put it down, you're just breathing and just focusing. He bolts upright. And I'm gonna guess it. It's a moment of Errol just waking up like, ah!
Yeah, and I slap him because he's just terrified me. I'm just gonna go, what?
He straight up Undertaker sits up.
Yeah.
He's quiet though. He doesn't scream or anything. He just and then gets slapped.
Yeah.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see this almost bull-like demon going, well, I'll be seeing you, and runs away.
I'm done now. Bye.
Only you see them, by the way. Yeah, Errol is sitting there, freshly slapped, and everything's cold, and you realize things slowly. Lights come in, sounds come in, the almost sterile chemical smells of the morgue, the cold of the slap, RaQui to your side, the stinger in your cheek, and yes, of course, the fact that you're buck naked, covered with a very, very dainty sheet.
I look down to see if I've got if I'm open.
Nothing has been chopped off yet. Nothing has been chopped off and put in formaldehyde. No. That was day 2, not day 1. You are live.
Did we win? Is everybody? Will's okay. Are you okay? Is Olo okay?
So I'm not going to reply. And what you see is, I mean, I've just slapped you because I'm like, what the hell is going on? And what you see is probably like a transgression of emotion from shock to almost some kind of anger, and then kind of the realization that you're alive.
Make an insight check for me, RaQui.
$23.
23, awesome. In this place, particularly in this place, where there's so much, let's call it death energy. And recently with your, let's call it extracurricular contact, there is something about Errol. There is an edge to him. He was definitely dead. Something brought him back. You're certain of that 100%. And Will is not around, and Olo can do many things, but he can unlock many locks. Unlock the mysteries of life and death. Not one of them. Not yet, anyway. Give it time. Give it time. He'll unlock the doors of hell eventually. But nothing. So he just stood up on his own.
So, as this kind of like the emotions kind of pass really quickly and move from one into the next, and then kind of just like lose myself just for a moment and throw myself at Errol to hug him. And then kind of realize what I've done and take a step back and kind of like, go back to professional.
He just like wraps his arms around you and holds you tight.
You both take 20 points of awkwardness and 30 points of awe.
And then kind of like just like give you that look as though you don't say a word about what just happened. And then kind of come the words and be like, everybody is okay. I'm glad you're okay. Like, at some point you have to explain. But right now, I'm glad that I didn't have to pick that up and use it, and just points to my scalpel.
Really wanted this to be mid-incision.
He really doesn't loosen his arms immediately. So you're talking and you're like here, I guess, because he's sitting. But near your ear, you can hear his like breathing is real shaky. And he sort of exhales long. That everybody is okay. I'm glad you didn't have to pick up that scalpel too. I can tell you everything. Maybe when we're home.
Will, when you wake up in the temple, where do you go next? Morgue?
Yeah, because I'm going to assume that RaQui probably.
I'm going to make a roll. I'm going to make a percentage roll. Just to be fair to Will.
That's all I like.
I'm going to make it. There is a 40% chance that Will is going to come in mid-hug. Just mid-hug. Worth asking, where has Olo been through all of this?
In bed.
Just resting.
He doesn't know this magic shit. He's just hoping Will manages to do something.
Okay. So I'm going to make a roll. You tell me, Jade, do you want this to be 0, like 1 to 40, or 61 up to 00?
$61 to 00.
That's a 60. If I roll anything but a 0 here, you come in mid-hug. 61. On the dot. You come rushing in to that morgue, almost like hitting the... when you're running so fast and slip and hit the wall and just clambering around and just running. And you...
That's how I broke my toe.
coming just at the moment that they both, when they're mid this really tight, warm embrace. By the way, Olo, you're sleeping in one of the many cots they've kind of put out for everyone because buildings are kind of iffy at the moment.
You're dealing with the survivors and Roderick.
Roderick is helping out as he usually does. Where are we? Okay, you arrive at the middle as this hug is in the middle of it. Do you say anything or do you stay quiet and just wait until this resolves itself?
I'll wait till it resolves itself. I don't want to make anyone awkward or anything.
But
I was tempted to like walk forward and like join, and then I was like, no, I won't do that.
I would say,
is she sideways to us, or is she like in front?
I would say from the position, because when you come in, you would have your back to her. So as you hug, even if you hug RaQui, you would be looking into the room. The person who would be even on profile be able to maybe see Will is RaQui. So I will leave it to you, Kat, to decide. Does RaQui see her? Your passive perception is well high enough that you would, but I'm gonna ask you if do you choose to be able that RaQui sees her, or is RaQui too focused on this hug to notice?
No, I'd see her. I would still see her.
Okay, what is the look on Will's face?
She just kind of smiles, but she's not gonna do anything because she's like, no, this is a moment. Like at first she was like, oh, I'll go, and then she's like, no, I won't go over. This is for them. This is their moment. I'm not gonna ruin this. This is probably very awkward for RaQui. I won't even make eye contact because that might be just awkward.
Here in the doorway going.
Your passive.
I'll just kind of like.
I think RaQui, your passive insight is also high enough that you would be able to recognize that you are being given your time and space to do, to handle your things.
So
I'll even like take a step back out the room to go around the corner.
The look that Will would get in return would be kind of a look of two halves. So one appreciative of allowing that, but the other is tell anyone and I'll stab you.
Fair enough.
A very RaQui response.
Yeah.
Murderous thanks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is probably the moment Will's like, I'll just step around the corner and I'll just wait here.
Errol will like let go, but kind of awkwardly sort of go to stand up holding on to like the sheet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start rummaging around and find some scrubs for you.
Yeah, you actually have his bloody torn clothes too.
No, I'll get him some scrubs. He can join the club.
Scrub club.
Have some scrubs.
You are dressed. They're chilly as hell, and there's really no scrubs here for someone your size.
Nope.
So they are scrub hot pants.
Yeah, they're pretty tight. He puts clothes on. Okay, we should. This is Did you have a look into? In the time in between, did you look into that list?
The what list?
When we first met, there was a hit list. My name was on it.
Why are you bringing up the list?
Never put my name on that list made a deal so that I couldn't be revived. And I genuinely don't know what I did to anyone that would, I don't know, result in this. I
mean, we looked into the list and you had all of the information that I had. We never figured out who made it. We knew that you
just knew who was
were
filming
taken
it.
off of it and that it may or may not have had something to do with your uncle potentially helping you off
Uncle
of it.
Giovanni probably took my name off the list.
I mean, if you think he's the one that took you off of it, surely he's got to know who made it.
Well, maybe. I have a feeling he's got more to do with the side of the people who were filling it out, but he still might know. Yes. I don't know what it took for him to get my name off the list, so I haven't spoken to him.
Maybe that might be a conversation to explore, but it explains why Will couldn't bring you back, because she brought me back and it
I
worked on you.
There was a price to coming back, so I guess.
Must have been some price to bring you back.
Just making sure some contracts get fulfilled.
You're looking for the words to explain how this works. A holographic, almost like a holographic version of Asmodai appears before you with flashcards. I have been contracted in really like flaming font says Hell's Bounty Hunter. There's at the end says TM. It has like all the information in flashcards.
Errol reads them like he's reading off of a flashcard.
Only you can see it.
Errol reads it like he's reading off of a flashcard because he's like...
It's clearly obvious that he is reading something, but you can't see it.
So...
There you go. But I think that was the legal version of what I'm supposed to say.
So you made a deal to do some stuff.
Have a choice, but yes.
You made a deal to do some stuff to kind of help balance the odds in return for some stuff. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who these people are going to be and what they made deals for, but I had to send a young man to hell before. It was unfortunate. It doesn't ever feel great, but then I guess there are consequences to making these deals. And I mean, legally, people are told everything when they sign them, so.
But if it's a balancing the books kind of situation, it's not like you're just plucking random heavenly people and sending them to hell.
You don't know that. I'm pretty sure even heavenly people sometimes end up making deals.
Well, you get no judgment from me.
You'll get all the judgment from Olo.
Things just don't... I don't know. I guess I had a vision of how things worked and who I thought I was, and now I'm not certain. So I have some thinking to do. But I wasn't going to stay in hell, so I'm back. Things to do.
Well, if you need any help,
I'm glad that you were the first person I saw.
Why?
Even if it was here like this.
I mean, if it's any consolation, you'd been here like that for a good while, and I hadn't started. I don't normally get that.
Careful, I might hug you again. Feeling kind of emotional right now.
I think we need to go and find the others. I have a feeling that Will is around.
There's a disturbance in the force.
It
Will
was
is
a threat.
around.
That was the, can I hug you again? Nope, she said no.
No. You all reunite that evening. Your place is still trashed. Your possessions are there, including all the videos from Will's mom. All that is intact. Everything
thank God.
everything that is important to you is intact. But the place is just wrecked. As are most places in town. Rebuilding is happening. It's progressing. It's going to take a couple of months at least. Even in a place like this, even with a lot of magic, building takes time. Is there a conversation you all wish to have before we move on to other things? For example, that evening when you all meet back wherever you're staying, just to discuss things.
Olo's just like, as soon as he sees him, he says, "Aha! Even hell didn't want you. Good job, Will."
Oh, yeah.
You're not wrong. Well, you're kind of half wrong actually, because wait, and I need the flashcards.
Once again, this time it appears like looking a little bored with you that you still need the flashcards, but anyway, puts them up.
That's noted, and now he's going to do it every time.
Midway through your reading, you are spun in place, punched in the nose, and then pulled in for a kiss, and then pushed away. And it says, "That's for not telling me first that you were back. Glad you're back. And I see you made a deal. We'll talk about that later." And he walks away.
Everyone's like, what is happening to me today? It looks at everybody else. Looks back.
I mean, the rest of them, you have all know that Roderick was into Errol. So for you, it was like, yeah.
I only just figured that out like 2 days ago.
I didn't know. Because I failed my role as well, but I never did.
Yeah, you just saw. I think you now know it.
I now know. I'm like,
oh,
okay.
Olo's in the background, like, yeah.
So that's why you went to hell, adultery.
God.
Yes.
You know what? Nothing is going my way at all. So
I don't know.
Add it to the list of you. Actually, I have it on good authority that pretty much everybody is going to go to hell, at least for a bit.
Oh, I know. So cool. So who we have to kill?
No one.
Didn't you say there was a banky list?
There's a list of people who have outstanding contracts or have escaped from hell, which to me feels way more just worse in general than not fulfilling a contract. If you can break out of hell, I think that's an issue all on its own.
Hmm.
I need some of those lockpicks.
Right? It feels like a power upgrade that maybe we don't have.
As you say, I need that. The hologram frowns deeply.
Errol sees it and looks at Olo and looks at the hologram and is like, I wouldn't say those things out loud.
Why?
Hurry up. Just, hey, Will, you were there. So your talk was with him as well.
Wait, so is everyone making deals with the devil?
I'm not making
With
any
the-
deals.
With that
I
movie?
I think he
would die.
He is in charge of hell.
Never met him.
Uh,
So no, I'm not making deals with Asmodai.
I had no intention of doing so, but I also was not going to die here today, so very
I'm gonna
limited
make
options.
dinner.
What was your deal, Will?
I didn't make a deal.
Interesting. Okay. Good to know.
I had a conversation about my religion.
How did that go?
Oh God, no one wants to know about religion. Olo just walks off.
It's fine. I'm making dinner,
I
so
actually do because, well,
You're talking to the back of Olo's back.
that man.
The back of Olo's back down his chest.
Yeah, he's walking backwards.
The urge to like throw a shoe at him or something.
I'm gonna just
Wait,
go in the
Are
kitchen.
we,
I'm
is
gonna
there
make
like
food.
is there something I can throw at Olo?
There's like a
Errol tries to throw
D20,
me.
like a D4 or a piece of Lego.
We know what your dex.
I mean,
dex
there's a
rolls are
whole
like.
lot of
Yeah, exactly.
there's a whole lot of rubble around you. So yeah, I'm sure you can find something to throw at him.
I to hit. I don't think it's gonna hit. I'm gonna throw something at Olo because why not?
Go for it. Straight up strength throw.
Oh, a strength throw. Wait,
Yeah.
that's better.
No proficiency, just straight up strength throw.
It's D20 plus strength.
Yep.
Oh, come on now. 14.
That's not gonna hit Olo, I don't think. No.
No.
It just whizzes past him.
I only rolled an 11.
I can send you back.
It won't stick this time.
And if you're counting on Will, I don't know. With
Okay.
No
that,
dinner for you.
I do know the death tolls, and then he'll just rattle off the numbers, which probably pisses off the little guy with the cards because they're all camera membership.
oh, he does. At this point, he's already gone. You see, when Olo walks away, he just takes the flashcards, throw them out, and goes through a holographic door, and then it all disappears.
Shitty job. He's got to appear. Everybody.
Whatever. It's like, whatever.
Do we know if the Oxen Accord survived?
They survive, but they're in rough shape. Mother Ash is right now in a coma. Garen lost her left arm in the fight, and Darbus, well, you saved his ass, so he is still going. The captain is still pretty much in stasis, and the ship itself is keeping her alive. Because they kind of you kind of get a weird wishy-washy explanation that the captain has kind of a bond with the ship, which kind of explains the times she's kind of just straight up walked through the ground.
She's not a commoner who can die from a hammer to the face, at least.
No. It does come up in some conversation that in the end, the biggest danger in the city was the dude that came to kill her from a family grudge. Some people try to put up a vote to, mutiny, but even in her sleep, she vetoed the vote.
When the thing dissolved, because I was dead at the time, you said a bunch of seekers jumped on the assassin. So it was the
no,
assassin.
they were jumping on the creature. They were all fighting it. And if the assassin had, fully transformed back into itself and was still conscious, which it wasn't, it was not going to be a fun day for it.
I'm pretty sure we promised if he had fucked up again, he was dead.
No, he was more than dead. He was dead. Just all the damage that he received caught up to him. Because it was with the sheer volume and size, it was literally fighting the entire city. You were fighting one chunk of it. A chunk that if you had destroyed it, you could kill it. It had a finite HP. If you had killed it, it would have had a rippling effect on. It would have been the same as it failing one of the saves automatically. It would have reduced in size, and that section would have been completely inert. It was a way for me to have this combat for you, but still, break this creature into a chunk that you could fight. With that done, days pass and things return to a semblance of normal. Or whatever normal is after a kaiju attack. Things are rebuilding, things are connecting. There is a moment where you all once again have a bit of a tremor, but you are being told that another of the, call it seeker ships, another one of these kind of like city-state, is docking to take some of the prisoners and some of the more injured people on board, and bringing in people to help with the construction. But you never actually see, and you don't see anything of the ship. It kind of happens as part of normal operation. You are, though, requested to hand over your report. At the end of this entire thing, as a major event, almost like a job, because this all started for you as a gig, something you did from the board. The gig was go fight a giant weird octopus.
Yeah.
So you're asked to fill in a report of everything that has happened. And there is another question put in front of you. I'm going to ask you, and I want each of you to answer with what you think is the right answer. Question is, why were you brought to Reverend Day? Why do you think that you were all brought here? Start with Olo. What is your response?
If it was this or prison, I presume I've got some skills that are needed.
That's your answer. RaQui, why were you all brought to this place?
I think because we were a group of 4 very different people who kind of banded together, but with 4 very different talents, and that we needed to figure out a way of working together, or figuring out how to work together better in order to support the overall outcome or the overall goal, if that makes any sense.
Errol, you were, I think, above everyone else. You did actual seeker work, actually, as most people do. So you also have the question, why were you brought to Reverend Day instead of being sent, say, to Cardis or to an actual city? That is the purpose of the question. Why were you brought here instead of being deployed somewhere else? If any of you wish to change your answers, you can.
Because we might have the right skills or the right outlook. Maybe we have what it takes to be seekers, but we didn't know what being a part of this meant. And I think maybe we were sent here to these people to learn that, to become part of the chain.
Will?
Because we needed to be stripped down.
Okay.
As in, we needed to not have anything to rely on. We needed to be apart from ourselves. We couldn't rely on our families or anything like that. This is like what, the middle of the ocean, essentially,
Yeah,
sort of
pretty
thing.
much.
So there's no way of just leaving. Like, it's hardcore, like, training of putting yourself through all the different stresses and you have no one essentially apart from the people you're supposed to be working with.
In that context, and this is me following up with you what you're saying. In that context, what do the people in the city have to do with it? Doesn't matter. If you can't think of anything, there's not going to be a negative consequence. Don't worry.
No, like, I mean, they, as far as we're aware, they don't have anyone either apart from their unit. I mean, we haven't really spoken to any of them or gotten to know any of them really
You're right.
to find out.
In a sense, you're right, but I'm going to throw this one at you. You investigated a murder. You have participated in a tournament. You have coordinated with people. In all of that, what do your characters think is the key element of all that? And this, the first one is a written, almost like a written question in your report. This right now, what I'm telling you, this is Darvis sitting at a table with the four of you, and just asking you that question.
I'm not dead anymore. I count, please.
Sorry, I can see you're kind of transparent. Don't worry. No, this is his follow-up question to your report. He has taken your answers. He hasn't read your answers to all of you. He has the ones you have written down. And this is him telling this, you have done this and that. What do you think is the most important aspect of all that you have seen and experienced in this town, beyond world-ending threats and monsters and vengeance?
There's different ways of dealing with things.
It's the people.
So,
Nobody, most people that are only looking out for themselves, when danger hits, they just run. The people who stand up don't do it for themselves, they do it for other people, they do it for each other. That's what I could be wrong. I don't know. That's what I took from all of this. This is about a community, being a part of it, standing up for it.
close enough. When you're out there, you will be dealing with community. You will be dealing with people. Your actions reflect not just yourselves, but the guild as a whole. Reverend Day and the other ships offer you a chance to fuck things up spectacularly without consequence. Because everyone here has been through the grind. Everyone here has been the stupid rookie. Be mindful of everything you've learned, of the people you've interacted, even if in passing. Be mindful of what impact other people have on communities. You investigated the death of a guy who was, as far as you know, beloved. More than one reason, but we'll not get into those. But
Just don't look at him in the eye.
I'm gonna let that one slide. That's me, Kevin, letting the comment slide. Because you're talking about the eye, I'm just let it slide. Once you're outside, kitty wheels are off. I think you're ready. You still depend a bit too much on your safe zones, your comfort zones, and he looks at RaQui. But I think you'll be okay. As of right now, I am putting, and he literally pulls out your reports, stamps them, and then throws like a folder to each of you. As of right now, I am authorizing your first deployment to Cardis. You'll fulfill your first 6 months there once you are fulfilled, and if we don't see anything too heinous and don't pull your licenses, after that you can pick wherever you want to go to work for the guild. Though once you are a full member, we may just ask you from time to time to go somewhere else because we may be shorthanded or anything. Grab your things, take a rest, and take one last look at this place and head out. We're about to see a whole new world. Now get the hell out of my office.
Errol kind of stands up and turns to leave, and then turns back around and says, "Thank you."
You're welcome. Timothy had faith in you, and I'm glad to see the man is still not wrong about his assessment of people.
Kind of had those papers ready for us from the get-go.
Yeah, he does. Every time he meets someone, he gets papers ready.
Just tosses
Just
them
in
out.
case. Just in case. You never know when you're going to recruit someone. Oh, with that, I wish you the best, and try not to make us look too bad. And after that, a few days later, you pack your bags, step on that teleportation pad you stepped onto the first day you arrived, and a bright light whisks you away to new frontiers. And that's where we're going to end this session. You're all level 7.
Hey.
You were level 6 before. I'm not jumping you 2 levels, right?
Nope.
Cool. Oh, you're level 7. And Errol, I will have you roll 4d6, take the 3 highest, and that's your new wisdom set. For the love of God, try to roll high.
Should I do it on the roller again?
Sure.
Then you can see it. So,
For the love of God, roll high. In fact, if you roll lower than a 10, I'm allowing you to re-roll.
is it 3d6 or 4d6?
4d6 and you take... Lowest? Yeah, you take the 3 highest.
46.
So that's
15.
Yeah, that's
no, wait.
No.
6, 7, 8, 9.
13.
It's 1 extra point.
You know what? I'm gonna allow you to re-roll it. And after that, that's it.
Watch this one be lower than 10. Here we go.
That's a 14. Re-roll that 1. Re-roll the 1. Allow you to re-roll that 1. I usually mostly allow the re-rolls of 1, so.
Oh, hang on, I did that wrong. It's not a flash.
Just 1d6. If it's a 1 again, then you're screwed, but.
It's.
And that becomes it. I'm not gonna give you the 18. Yes, I allowed the roll of a 1 when we all rolled. When your roll stats, you rolled whatever came up. So I'm gonna give you a. I'm not gonna give you a 14. I'm gonna give you a 16.
Give me a number.
I'll give you a. Based on that, I'll give you the 16. You had what? 13 before? 12?
Ones or sixes?
You had what? 12 before?
I did, yeah.
I have a 16. That is decent.
I will make it.
Oh, for the record, those watching, he rolled 4d6 and got basically +1 from his current stat. So you know what? Roll again. Roll 2 6s, a 2, and a 1. You know what? I'll allow you to reroll that 1, even though when we created the characters, when everyone created characters, 1s were part of the numbers. It just didn't. So I allowed you to roll when got to a 6. Generous, not that generous. You're gonna get a 16.
It can only do things in binary. It's either the lowest number or the highest number.
You got that hell benefit of having now a 16 in wisdom.
It's a pretty big jump.
It's
giant jump.
It's a +2. And that is the end of our game, and also the end of the Reverend Day arc. The tutorial, the prologue section for this season. Yes, this was just a prologue. We'll see you all in about 2 or 3 weeks after some of our players go out on vacations and have a hell of a time on their own. And we will see you in the 9 boroughs of Cardiff. The city that is a city-state. It is RaQui's home. It is, at one point in time, was Olo's home. So that's a discussion for another time. And it is the nation whose patron god is Asmodai. It is the city of merchants and a place where a deal is a deal is a deal. And we will see you there soon.